2014-13, when I used to tell people that don't use red bricks, it's made of river sand, which is the most fertile sand. Please don't use this, and let's go in for fly ash bricks, which is made from recycled content from debris.
Hi everybody, we are back with the Sustain Stitch series powered by Rent An Attire, and today I have Pranati Shroff on the show. Welcome to the show, Pranati.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi, I am Pranati Shroff, the Director of Sustain and Safe Private Limited. Been in the sustainability field for the last 15 years. It's hardcore passion when I began it in 2012. Let me begin with a small thought process. So I remember when we did something which was, awarding and rewarding people working in the sustainability sector way back in 2016, 17, and it was difficult for me to find 5 people who are working in the sustainable field. And, we had like some names like Ikokari, Nicharkha, and they just began their journey then. Then we also had some people like Rudra, if you've heard of them. In Pune, I'm talking about. Of course, India wise, we had some other people also. And they were a handful. And they also didn't know where they were heading. So when you talk about the thought process about sustainability and where it has gone from the whole innovation perspective, uh, so I'm on a board of TIE. If you know, TIE is an organization, and I'm on that board for startup mandates, startup analysis, and taking pitches for startups. And out of the 20 startups, 15 talk about sustainability now. So that's the change that has come in. When you talk about innovation, innovation that has happened in the field of sustainability is humongous. So, my industry was all about the built environment. And for me, innovation, simple innovation came in from bricks. So, I don't know if you've heard of red bricks. So, we all spoke about red bricks, and then we spoke about fly ash bricks. When in 2014-13, when I used to tell people that don't use red bricks, it's made of river sand, which is the most fertile sand. Please don't use this, and let's go in for fly ash bricks, which is made from recycled content from debris and from different
Cement industry.
yeah, cement industry as well. Recycle. People will get a little fluttered and thought of would think, really, do I have to do this? How am I going to do it? Um, and we can't change. तब ब्रिक का भाव 6 रुपए था और फ्लाई ऐश ब्रिक का भाव 9 रुपए. One fine day, the brick became 9 rupees and fly ash became 6 rupees.
Change the equation.
I didn't have to market fly ash bricks. I didn't have to tell people buy sustainable products
Correct.
or buy sustainable bricks. It was a transition. And today, if you go on the streets of Pune, I don't think any building in Pune will use red bricks.
Absolutely.
So that's one is cost, which we were all talking about, has totally changed in so many years, and we are all seeing that great difference in terms of sustainability becoming economic. So that revolution has taken place, and the other part is sustainability is no more a buzzword. So I would say there's a lot
I
of
think
revolution.
Pranati brought out two very good points. The red brick is also made by using fossil fuels.
Yes.
So that's adding another carbon footprint to it. And I think very valid point you brought was that India is a very cost conscious economy. We are not brand conscious, which is there. So the moment the 9 rupees became 6,
it's all changing.
it changed the whole equation.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
very valid points brought out. I really appreciate that. Good examples. So coming back to the next point of a circular economy, which is gaining global traction, right? So how do you see its principle being applied effectively to promote sustainability, more so in the industry where you are and you're doing consulting? So do share your thoughts on it.
Yeah. So I think circular economy is a different, it's not something that you have choice with. So first thing I would say, I don't think circular economy is a topic or a matter of discussion. It's part of lifestyle change. We all need to look at circular economy in a big way because we don't have a choice. Now, the question that you asked me was, how do you, what are your thoughts on circular economy?
Circular.
Yeah. So let me, one of my favorites is like 7 habits that we talk about by Stephen Covey. So we all say 7 habits of management, we talk about all that. And here, one of the, I was addressing a conference which was all about industry. So I had all stalwarts in the industry. And here we're talking about 7 habits of sustainable lifestyle and sustainable business,
Wow.
which is typically talking on circular economy. So circular economy is where you not only talk about reduce, use, recycle, you talk about sustainable business, you talk about sustainable, workflows. So it's each of these points. I can actually take a session, so I'm not going to do each of these, but each of these pointers in terms of um, 7 habits of sustainable lifestyle can actually look at how circular economy works and how circular economy is no more like a choice.
So that's the aim here, Pranati. The Sustain State series from Rent An Attire is the aim is to create awareness because I think what you said was 7 habits of active people. You got it into sustainability and how to create a business.
Yes.
It's more of an awareness
Yes.
creation which you're doing right now.
Yes.
And I'm sure in another few years it's going to become mainstream. So great job.
Just to add on that, so since you spoke about rent and attire, so rent and attire, I think is a great concept, and I've been thinking about it. I saw one way back, when I was in Sweden, and that's how my whole story of clothes swap, which I was talking to you about, started, and how clothes swap is so important in today's time of fast fashion. So how we're contradicting our own
Social media savvy young generation.
So we talk about fast fashion, which is, out there, and I would not like to name the big brands, but they're all talking about fast fashion coming in.
Correct.
And on the other side, the same brands are talking about sustainable fashion. So, how do you balance that curve and work around it? And I think Rent An Attire is doing a great job.
So coming to our next question, rental fashion is gaining popularity as a sustainable alternative. From your perspective, what advantages does it offer in terms of environmental impact compared to the traditional retail model? Okay, so it's a rental versus retail.
And it's a big
I'm sure you can take a long lecture on this also.
So rental, I think, let me elaborate what we did at Close Swap. We did a first Close Swap series way back in 2016, the second one in 2018, and then another one in post-COVID. So Close Swap is a series where we, talk about asking people to donate clothes. That's, we've all talking about Indian market, talking about donation. So people easily give. Now here I'm asking people to come back and take clothes also. So what we did was we kind of took clothes. We set up different restaurants. We went all over Pune. We collaborated with a lot of companies and a lot of corporates or maybe even associations like FICCI or women-based organizations, and asked them if we could actually have this together. And everybody came on board. So we had all of them give it. So we got like our last exhibition had about 7,000 clothes collected, which was, and then we all cleared all the mess. We put good clothes, we ironed them, we collaborated with, Dhobis, and we collaborated with different companies which were into, as we call them, the wash companies and stuff. So we collaborated with them, and then we had them all put up on racks like that. And we did it on FC Road. So we had actually people, college students walking in and picking up stuff. So since we had all the college students coming in and picking up stuff, all we told them, either you get a cloth and you get every new cloth for 50 or 100 rupees, or then you have, you pay 300 rupees and take a outfit. Trust me, we got more than 300 or 400 people to do this for us. And it was such a beautiful initiative. I wish I could continue to do that. So this is something that Rent An Attire does it on a larger scale, I would say. So Rent An Attire, I think, is no more a concept. It's a store that delivers true, essence to sustainable lifestyle. And one of the most important things that I realized is that, clothing is expensive. So no more we're talking about clothes being cheap. We are talking about fast fashion, but if you go to the market, you don't realize when you spend 5,000. So, it's like हम जाते तो ऐसे 5,000 रुपए ऐसे ही खर्च हो जाते हैं. And whether it's students, and when they have to get married or they have to do bigger events, the numbers are much bigger,
Absolutely.
So I think it's a thought process which has come into reality, and Rent An Attire really do a great job on this. Um, I believe that they should have more stores, more awareness, and go out all big on that. So that's my thought process when it comes to Rent An Attire.
Thanks, Pranati. It was really nice interacting with you. And thank you for sharing your experience and thoughts on that. With that, we come to the end of this session of Sustain Stitch. Please do your own bit. You've heard a lot about experts on this show from us. Let's save the earth. Thank you very much. We'll be back soon.